squished together some learning things for you with some news about my health. So I think you know that I'm an old lady dog and I'm almost 15, so for sure some of me is broken up. So last year I had vestibular syndrome, which made me a little bit tilted, and these days my back leg is really, really, really wobbly. I mean, one minute I could be goat jumping to the kitchen, and the next minute I'm eating a snack, and whoops, down goes my bum. So sometimes I'm able to get myself back up with the help of my snack traction socks, and sometimes Mom, she gives me a booster upper because my muscles are weak. But once I'm back up, I just carry on with my life. And so if I'm doing my zoomies up and down the hall, I could zigzag a little bit or maybe have some bumps against the wall. And Mom, she's always saying, slow down, buddy. But when you have the zoomies, well, you have to zoom. I mean, that's why they're called the zoomies. So my amazeballs, Dr. Vets, they're not exactly sure what's wrong with my wobbly leg, but it could be really hard on me to do all the different kinds of tests to find out. So we're just trying some things that aren't too invading to help me out. Also, you should know that some of my marbles have rolled away. Apparently, the fancy doctor name is canine cognitive dysfunction, but I prefer just to call it lost marbles because it's funner sounding than having broken cognitives. Anyway, they had to take a picture of my brain last year in a big magnetic picture taker, and they saw some plaque on my thinking box, so for sure they knew that's what it was. I wanted to explain you about those marbles because not everyone knows about dogs having this. I mean, most two-leggeds, they know about Alzheimer's disease, and Mom, she says there's a lot the same for the four-leggeds. She told me that sometimes I'm doing the exact same thing that my grandpa used to do, and Mom's dad, he had that really difficult disease. But first, here's the most important thing that you should know for sure. I'm still living my life out loud. I love to eat, and I still like to be chased, and I do my goat jumping down the hall, and I sniff the hedge mail and do my perimeter checks, and have lots of snacks and snores. There's still lots to enjoy and laugh about. So even though I don't know how to use my toys anymore or do tricks, I still really like to walk around the house, especially at bedtime. And I have a favorite path that I always take, and I also like to be out on the balcony smelling life. So sometimes I might accidentally go behind a door, or I might be in a corner and then I just stare at space. And Mom, she says that my reverse gear doesn't seem to engage. So she comes along and she puts her hands on my back really gently so I don't get startled, and then she gets the backwards gear jump started so I could turn around. Sometimes she'll go beep, 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 like she thinks she's driving a truck instead of a schnauzer. So a lot of our house rules, a lot of those also rolled off with my marbles, like waiting to get my feet wiped or when to sit or to come when I'm called. But I made up some new rules. Like I made a rule that every time I come in the house now, I should run to the kitchen and I should be given a cookie. And I think it's a pretty good rule. So I know it's been a little hard for Mom because I don't make the same fuss anymore when she comes home, and sometimes I don't come over when she calls me for a scratch. So I think she gets the worries that maybe I won't be recognizing her. But I can tell you that I still really love to sleep on her chest or lie up on the bed with her, and those places are always safe and familiar for me, and I do my snores. So we do lots of cuddles, and she talks to me all the time. I mean, all the time. Phew! Sometimes I'm glad I'm mostly deaf. And even if we can't play our games, we're finding new ways to hang around together. She even sits on the floor with me if I need some help eating my dinner, which sometimes happens, and I never want to miss dinner. So that's what I wanted to share you. I hope you learned some new things about canine cognitive dysfunction or lost marbles. Mom actually says it's a privilege to grow old with me. And I mean, let's face it, she's no chicken with a spring herself. She has a more wobbly leg than me right now. So we're for sure two peas inside our pod. So thanks for listening. I really just wanted you to know a little bit more about my life in case you see a photo or a video and I look a little bit wobbly or tilted. It's just my new normals. Mom didn't want you to have any alarm bells going off inside your thinking box. So heads high, hearts open, everyone, and we'll talk to you soon.